let's hope that the power doesn't go out because it is extremely nasty out right now. So
that sounds good.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've all heard the expression. We have all heard the different slogans. And one of the slogans that I'm going to bring you back to is the one that probably most of our listeners have when it comes to their phone carrier. Have you heard this one? Can you hear me now? That's a slogan. Yes. And another thing, why is it that when you go to these great cellular companies and you expect great customer service, they make you call and it gets routed to somewhere overseas, and you're dealing with people that really don't know the product as good as the sellers themselves? Angel versus Verizon, part 1 with Dr. Iannelli starts right now.
Have faith, let begin. When it starts right now.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Ariel, can you say have faith?
Again.
Let it begin?
Again.
Say have faith.
Again.
Let it begin.
No.
No? Okay.
It's a boy.
Hi, Noah.
Noah!
Noah!
Jesus. Happy birthday, Noah!
Caitlin,
You did amazing.
you just put those lights on.
Noah.
Good morning. You listening to Have Faith, Let Begin. And it starts right now. How is that, Daddy?
It was good. Hello, everyone, and we're getting right into it. Dr. E, I got to tell you what happened to me, buddy.
Angel, it's always something with you. It's either woodchucks or it's Bed Bath and Beyond or it's Frigidaire or it's
Kohler?
What was the microwave one?
No, Frigidaire was that one, but then it was Kohler.
Kohler. I will say though that the mother of all fights was the one with the microwave.
Oh, yeah, nothing will ever beat that, thank God.
No.
And I'm glad to report. I'll give you an update for what the heck. Why not? The microwave, knock on wood, is actually working again on its own. It fixed itself. And yeah, well, that's just an amazing thing.
So Angel, who are we going to war against today? We're going to war against Verizon.
Verizon with a happy ending, though. This has a happy ending. So here we go.
Okay.
My watch phone, if anybody does not know, you can have a watch phone. My watch phone is what they call a standalone phone. The reason why it's called a standalone phone, it has its own phone number. So it is not paired with my phone, as it could be. It is a standalone watch phone that can make phone calls and take them. After years of using it, the battery started to, give way. So I called up Verizon Wireless, spoke on the phone with somebody after waiting 35 minutes on hold, only to tell me that the warranty was not expired, but it was allowed to give me a new watch phone. I said, great, let's do it. When it came in the mail, the watch phone was a downgrade.
Oh,
It was not an upgrade. It was not of equal value. As a matter of fact, the face was smaller. And it didn't come with any bands. They only sent me the face, no charger, no cable, just the face of the watch. That's where I'm going to start. Dr. D, do you have a comment yet?
Angel, I'm sitting here in disbelief. Keep going.
So I called and said, what is this? You sent me the face. I've got no bands. They said, don't worry. The bands from your old watch will fit. I have a wife for a jeweler, folks. It does not fit. Totally different model. So that was not right. Well, to save all of you the 4 days of nonstop back and forths, they could not activate this watch phone. They tried everything from tier 1 to tier 2, this person to that person. I think they were like 5 seconds away from calling God because nobody could activate this phone. So they told me I had to go to the store, and that's where I went on Saturday. I went to the Verizon Wireless location, and I'm going to tell you right now, that's where everyone should go. These are the actual experts. Big shout outs to Miguel. Phenomenal job over at the Orange Plaza Verizon. He determined that the actual face watch which was downgraded, was not even activated properly, and the phone number was no longer active. It was in limbo. So we had to erase the phone. So newsflash, the Have Faith, Let It Begin cell phone number has changed. It is no longer the number that's on our website, which is now going to be changed. We have a brand new phone number. But here's where the good news comes in. We have downgraded ourselves and no longer have our cell phone watch. We don't have a watch phone anymore, because through the grace of God and management, I have now been upgraded to an Apple phone.
Oh, Angel, this is great news.
So
You've
now I
been
have two
converted.
phones. I have my personal phone, which is an Android, and I have a Have Faith, Let It Begin in blue. I am now with Dr. Iannelli. I am now joining the Apple family. Dr. E, your comments.
Welcome to the Apple family. I am so branded on Apple. I know you're going to love it. As a matter of fact, I suspect you're going to merge the two phones at some point, and you're only going to go with the Apple. But my take home, the take home message, or, what I got out of today's podcast, I love when you, go, go do one of those, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore kind of podcasts. But I want to talk to everyone today, all of our listeners, all of our Have Faith, family, about modern complexity. So I think a lot of times when Angel goes on these rants, whether it be with his microwave or whatever it happens to be, the fight du jour, it just makes me feel that maybe things have just gotten a little too out of control. Growing up in the 60s, and I know we have some people out there of the Have Faith family who even grew up in the 50s, who remember a much simpler time, a time where a watch was a watch. It wasn't a phone or a television or a video game. It was a watch, and it told you what time it was. And I remember a time when you could walk and not have your parents worry about you getting picked up by a stranger. And I remember the days where kids went outside to play. I remember days when there were no play dates. I remember days when there were no passwords because there were no computers. I remember days when kids could not get on their phones and bully other kids. If you had to bully somebody, you had to do it face to face and have some guts and duke it out. I remember the days where things were simple. Chinese food was, basically chop suey and an egg roll. I remember days when McDonald's only served about 1 or 2 million hamburgers, not 17 billion. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, maybe though, even though this technology is available to us, maybe this technology is there, maybe it's, calling your name, to look at that phone, to be distracted, to not interface with your fellow human beings. I guess my take-home message is, let's forget about Verizon, and let's forget about Frigidaire, and let's forget about Kohler, and let's really connect on a more spiritual human level. Angel, those are my thoughts.
I agree. And there is a message here. And the message to add to that is this. One of the things, and I purposely left this out, one of the things that they really emphasized with me was, I cannot believe you lasted this long without blowing your top. And even now, sitting there for an hour and 25 minutes with them trying to activate it themselves and them coming to terms that they couldn't, they said, you're the most patient person I've ever worked with. And I said, look, at the end of the day, I have to put my trust in you, because your slogan is built right. That's the slogan, quote unquote, built right. Verizon claims that these words serve as the inspiration for the work as they develop networks that help advance civilization around the globe. And they say they deliver the promise of the digital world to our customers. That's what they say. And they say that they make the innovation lifestyle possible. With that being said, we have to remember that in life, there are things that are going to be in our control and out of our control. And one thing is for sure, when you feel that you are right, getting rude makes you wrong. So you have to have the patience. God had patience. God continues to have patience. And God always puts us first as much as we put him first. So remember that as you go about your day, as your technologies may or may not work, remember this story. Remember that the frustrations that we may have or may encounter are not those of what is inside of us, and that is joy. Enjoy your day. May God be with you. May He show his light, shine his light upon you, and grant each and every single one of you peace on earth. And never forget,
Have faith, let it begin, baby. Love you.
peace. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. We want to thank you for joining us each and every weekday, Monday through Friday at 7:30 Eastern Time. We want to reach out and thank the Croc Podcast, Dr. Tommy and Ellie. Also want to thank Ariel Santana for doing an awesome job of the intro, and my son Noah. Also want to give a shout outs to the Wallkill Valley Times and Hollywood Sounds. We hope that you enjoyed today's episode, and don't forget, we are now available on YouTube, Amazon Music, and every single place you can find your podcast on. Take a look. If you want to see the video format of today's episode, it will be on the YouTube channel, Have Faith, Let It Begin. And there's extra footage on there as well, including bloopers. Enjoy, and never forget, have faith, let it begin.